So Paul, why do people get so scared of the chip shot?
Why do they get so scared? Well, there's no question that they get so anxious about lots of different types of contact that they make on the golf ball. I've seen lots of people where they get a contact which is very much the club digging into the ground and they're hoping that the ball's going to pop up in the air. You know, a lot of people from a similar sort of setup, they try and flick the ball forward and or hopefully knock it up in the air, but end up knocking the ball along the floor. You know, really, to me, what's looking like they're always trying to do is get the ball back in the stance, hands forward. You know, get a sense of the weight on that left-hand side. But all the time, it just looks as though the club is going to go into the ground. That's what it looks like it's going to do. It's going to go sharp edging into the ground. And really, if you look at something like this training aid and how you might use that to knock a ball forward, okay, this is going to knock the ball along the ground, but you would never want to deliver a flat face like this into the ground. You never want to do that. Almost you want a contact where the bottom of the club would just brush the ground. Now, you know, in an instance like this, we need to carry the ball, so you know, this wouldn't be a great club to use. But what we need to develop is a swing and a feel for that swing, that we know that we can just collect the ball and knock it forward a certain distance. And I think I would always have the ball further forward if that was the case, and I'd always get a sense of knocking the ball forward and a feeling of a weight moving forward, the club being swung forward into the back of the ball and driving the ball forward. And you know, if I could get any message across to people, the message it would be that golf is about knocking the ball forward and not thinking that golf's up in the air. The club's going to knock the ball up in the air, and you know, if you went through the little process with this training club and got a real feel for impact away from this flicking at the ball trying to get it up in the air, and you got a real sense of where you need to position your body, and then just allowed yourself to develop that feel that you've got with that product, and then got a feel for the golf club being used in exactly the same way, what's going to happen is the ball's going to be collected and knocked up in the air because of the loft of the club. And really, it can look very simple. The short game, short shots look very simple when somebody does it so well. But the reality is that most amateur golfers can develop a technique that is a very simple technique, but most of the time they're thinking of the wrong things. So if I was going to really give people a tip on what to think about, get the ball forward, think of chip shots as just knocking the ball along the ground, and let the club knock the ball up in the air.